Hello to all the drop-in community. Today we're having another interview, this time with the founder, the CEO of Drop-in Web. So we can get to meet her a little bit better and know a couple things of all her background story, how she came up with all this vision. And please welcome Melany Maquaizer.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you for helping me achieving this because I also get all the interviews from the rest of the group. So thank you for your help on doing mine.
So let's start with the first question, Melany. Tell us a little things about you, who you are and what you're doing.
Okay, so as you said, I am the owner, CEO of this project of Dropping Web, and I also teach. I am a yoga instructor and a dance teacher. So I also have the Peaceful Warrior and the Inner Ecstatic Movement class, in which we get a little bit more into the foundations of yoga and of ecstatic movement, which is a little bit more of a freestyle kind of like meditational dance. So yeah.
That's beautiful. So what's your background story? How did you start teaching dance and yoga and all of them, and why?
Okay, so I basically started my career as a hip hop dancer. I was teaching dance for years, and I was also competing with a crew back then. And I was, I was really into this culture of hip hop. And then after some time that I was a little bit more living around like a nomad and traveling, I actually had the back injury, lower back injury, and this is what it really got me into yoga, because it was the only thing that really helped me to come back into the physical state that I was back then, and it really also helped me with my mental state. And after my yoga journey started, I actually started to see dance in a different way. So in my younger years, it was more, I think, into my ego persona. And later on, I found comfort into a more free way of dancing and expressing myself. So it was a little bit more about expressing my feelings and emotions and about accepting everything it is as it is, rather than putting it into a label or a box. And so this was the moment that I actually found ecstatic movement and ecstatic dance, which is a really free way of expressing these feelings and bringing the rhythm into your body. So I really wanted to incorporate all these elements into a class and really help people on getting out of their cell and really expressing themselves in a different way, rather than getting into a choreography that is someone else's style. So yeah, so this is how I got into these two elements, and I think they're really well combined. And I think actually at the end of the day, everything is connected and everything is about getting back home. So getting back to who you really are and expressing that in different ways. So this is what I'm trying to do also with my classes.
That's amazing. And that's actually a life lesson, because I guess after your injury, you were like, what am I supposed to do with my career? And actually, it took you in a very, very higher spiritual level, and you find yourself through this difficulty.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
So, talking about not only today, but also the previous times, the previous levels that you came through, what was your purpose and your motivation? What made you move?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, my general purpose, I think I kind of found it when I was traveling. So I actually had like a breakdown, which led me into a breakthrough. And this is when I found, all the previous, what I was doing all the previous years, it just came in full into place. And then it just created a full image of what I was supposed to do. And for me, I just realized that everything I was doing, like even when it was me teaching somewhere or me having a conversation with someone or just so anything like that was surrounding my life, it was at the end of the day me helping in a way other people to grow. So I just realized that even if it was dance or yoga or again motivational speech or whatever, it was just me creating this space for the other person to be themselves. So I just put everything together, and this is what gave me my purpose, which is, yes, ultimately to help people and create this big worldwide community where everyone can have a safe place to interact with like-minded people, to just help each other, to connect, and to just basically share and be the love that we all are, because that's the reason we are here. I also believe that we are here to just grow and to just, as I said before, to return home, because I believe that this is our truth and this is who we really are. And a lot of the times I'm just, like so excited and eager to like just uh, express and pass that to people, that this is why we are here. And you have already like you have everything you need already within you. So I think that's my purpose, that's my vision, and that's why I'm here in this world in this moment.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Like a lot of energies together with the same goal can make the change.
exactly.
So, could you share a breakthrough experience or a moment, good or bad, in your life that made you the person you are today and made you have this vision and
Yeah,
everything?
well, I think of course, as human beings, we have a lot of experiences and we have a lot of these breakdowns and breakthroughs that really helps us in order to get a step further. But I think for me, it was like around 5 years ago, back in 2018, when I had like I passed through a period of my life for like, I don't know, a few months where I was really feeling in like a little bit more down, a little bit more lower energy. I was going through an existential crisis where I was finding everything so meaningless, because like when you reach to a point, it always ends, and then when you are doing something, then you then you finally are there, and then you feel like, okay, what's next? And I was also not feeling sure about what I really wanted in life, or how I'm going to know if that's the correct thing or not.
Yeah, like a dead
Like it,
end.
yeah. So it was kind of like also like about my identity, because I was having like my identity so strongly connected with my dancing identity. So I was feeling a little bit more like, this is who I am, and if I'm not this, I'm not worthy enough to be something else.
You're kind of lost.
Yeah, which like you also have to deal with a lot of expectations. A lot of the times it's other people expectations. A lot of the times they're also good because they're just expecting you to like just grow into what they imagine of you to be, and they are believing in you, but at the same time they're also creating this this space where you are kind of like feeling
You're chasing
trapped.
somebody else's dream.
Yeah, which is not, it's not always the case, because sometimes it's also your dream, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you don't need to be, you don't need to be something to succeed, or you don't need to like be to do something to be enough, because that's the thing that I was dealing with. Like I was having my mind into all of these things, and I was getting a little bit more uh resistance, because I was feeling like I had to do that in order to feel enough, which wasn't the case at all. And then I just realized that, I am enough, and I am worthy, and I am here for a bigger reason. And it actually helped me to realize that as much as meaningless it's something, the same amount of meaningful it is, because everything comes in balance in life. And if we have to like think about something that it's bad, as we call it, it's also good, because you always have both sides of the coin, and nothing can come just as being bad or good or right or wrong. So we need that balance in order to feel good. And I just realized that through this, as I said, breakdown, it came the light and the breakthrough. And I just realized that, I'm here for a bigger thing. And I'm just this persona that I gave to myself. I'm so much more than that.
Mhm.
So this is where it all, like, it made it clear. And this is where I just felt, how do I say it? I just felt sure. It was the first time that I felt so sure about what I'm doing and why I'm here, and what's the meaning of all of it, because it's nothing but it's everything at the same time. And one thing that it really helped me, and I think it's my biggest advice, it was like from a book that I read back then, of Osho. And it was saying basically that if you let go of expectations, this is the time that you're going to be free,
Mhm.
because we put these expectations into everything we do. But if we just learn how to let go of that, then there's nothing but freedom.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And realizing that we're not meant to do only one thing, like spend the rest of our lives doing only one thing, even if we're not feeling it. Like we have
Exactly.
many sides and many.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more.
So why should people take your class, and how will it benefit them? Like what will you do exactly? What are your classes, and like invite the people.
So in all of the classes that I do, as I mentioned, I'm focusing really on getting the reason behind of it. So we are really putting the intention there, and we are making the why pretty much clear, because I think we always get into a class with an intention without even knowing it. So in my classes, I really want to make that clear, and to help you get there, whenever you are, because it doesn't matter if you're like a beginner or if you're advanced. We are all here to learn and improve, and there is always something new to learn, even if you're going through the same movement or the same exercise. So I think it's pretty humbling and liberating experience, because we just learn how to get a little bit more closer to ourselves and how to tap into our inner strengths, because yeah, I think it's already there, and I'm just trying to provide these tools in order for people to get there faster and to really know who they really are.
Okay. So
Yeah.
help them get out something that is already in them.
Yeah, because I'm a strongly believer that, you know, we don't need anything from outside. We already have everything within, like not metaphorically, but but it's a truth for me. And yeah, I'm doing this in every way that I can, and I'm trying to motivate people to do that for themselves.
I feel like I feel already motivated only by listening to your interview today. Like, I feel there are a lot of things that you have already said that are so, I don't know, people may be attached to them and get to know themselves through your own experiences, maybe.
Well,
So
I'm happy to do that.
I want you to share one
Mhm.
motivation, one motivational quote, something that you're feeling today and you want to share with your audience.
Okay. So I haven't put much thought
Yeah,
in
make
it.
it.
To be honest, like I just wanted this conversation to be fluid and, you know, like not really think about it. I'm just got into it with just my heart and my emotions in the moment. Um, I think, you know, like I think the best, as I said before, the best advice, if I would say, would be like to just let go of expectations, any expectations, like just get into every situation in life um, with an open heart, an open mind, and in order for you to like get new experiences in, you need to unlearn and get everything else out, because we get a lot of trust from, you know, like surroundings and society, which is not really who we are. um and I think, you know, just learn how to be the love and how to be the light in this world in your own special way, because again, this is your truth, and I think you are here to just shine as much as you can, and we are here to help you do that as well. But yeah, other than that, just try to be as much compassionate and love, and yeah, just share and connect and be open. That would be my motivational quote.
That's all, I think. Being open and surrounded by people who feel the same. So,
Exactly.
thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank
That was
you for being
very on
here.
point. I feel like we have learned a lot of things about you, actually. And we can't wait to join your classes and, connect with you in a higher level. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Bye, guys.